Welcome back to Ride Radar, the channel where we take you inside the rides that are setting the tone for the future of driving. Today, we're looking at one of the most important electric vehicles in the world, of the Nissan Leaf. Since its launch more than a decade ago, the Leaf has carried the flag as one of the first truly mainstream EVs. But in 2026, it's not just an update app, it's a full transformation. What was once a small, slightly quirky hatchback has now evolved into a sleek, stylish, and highly capable electric crossover designed to compete in a much bigger, much tougher market. The exterior of the 2026 Leaf is where you really see Nissan's shift in direction. The old rounded hatchback lines are gone, replaced with a more muscular, upright, and aerodynamic design. The front end greets you with razor-thin LED headlights that slice into the fenders and give the car a sharp, high-tech expression. The nose is cleaner than before, with a closed-off grille that signals air efficiency, while textured inserts give it visual depth. Subtle creases run down the hood, emphasizing width and giving the Leaf a stronger, more confident stance. Down the sides, you'll notice a much more sculpted profile. The flush door handles pop out only when needed, keeping airflow smooth and adding a premium touch. The beltline rises toward the rear, and the wheel arches flare out just enough to suggest strength without being overly aggressive. Wheels range from 18 to 19 inches depending on trim, with intricate patterns that improve aerodynamics while looking modern and sophisticated. At the back, the Leaf continues its futuristic vibe with a full-width light bar. These holographic-style taillights create a sense of depth and detail, glowing in layers rather than a flat strip of light. The rear glass slopes gently, capped by a subtle roof spoiler that helps stability while adding a sporty finish. Altogether, the 2026 Leaf looks more upscale and more intentional, like it's ready to sit proudly in a driveway next to other modern crossovers, not just as a practical commuter, but as a stylish everyday car. Features are where Nissan really stepped up their game. For the 2026 model, you get two battery choices: a 52 kWh pack for lower trims and a 75 kWh pack for the S+, SV+, and Platinum Plus. With the larger battery, range reaches up to about 303 miles in the S+ version, which is impressive at this price point and puts the Leaf on par with more expensive EVs. Charging is flexible, with AC charging for at-home use and DC fast charging up to 150 kilowatts on compatible stations. That means a quick top-up on a road trip can get you from 10% to 80% in around 35 minutes under ideal conditions. Nissan has also adopted the new charging standard, opening access to the growing fast charger networks across the country. Tech is another strong point. Even the entry trims come with dual digital displays, while the higher trims expand them to twin 14.5-inch screens, one for driver info, one for infotainment. They're sharp, responsive, and customizable, letting you prioritize navigation, energy usage, or entertainment. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, and multiple USB-C ports keep devices charged for everyone. Safety is built in across the lineup with Nissan Safety Shield 360, which covers lane keeping, blind spot monitoring, emergency braking with pedestrian detection, and rear cross-traffic alert. For longer drives, ProPilot Assist adds adaptive cruise control and lane centering, making highway travel smoother and less tiring. On the higher trims, you can spec a panoramic roof with dimming glass, a premium Bose sound system, and intelligent route planning that factors in charging stops automatically. It's the kind of tech suite you'd expect in far more expensive EVs. Step inside, and the Leaf feels like a new world compared to the old model. The dashboard design is wide and horizontal, creating a clean, uncluttered atmosphere. The center console is streamlined with storage areas, cup holders, and a wireless charging pad, while physical controls remain for climate and audio, which makes it intuitive and easy to use. The seats are supportive and comfortable, trimmed in cloth on base versions, upgraded to leatherette or full leather in the higher trims. The Platinum Plus even offers heated and ventilated front seats with contrast stitching and soft touch surfaces throughout. Ambient lighting helps set the mood, while the panoramic roof on the top trim brightens up the cabin and gives it a spacious, airy feel. In the back, passengers get more legroom than before thanks to a slightly longer wheelbase. Rear headroom is still decent despite the sloping roof line, And Nissan has made the smart move of including climate vents and charging ports for those sitting in the second row. Cargo space is practical, with the wide opening at the rear and fold-flat rear seats to expand capacity. It's not the absolute largest in class, but it's more than enough for groceries, weekend trips, or luggage for a family road trip. Importantly, cabin insulation has been improved, so the Leaf feels quiet and composed at highway speeds, free from the road and wind noise that older versions sometimes struggled with. Overall, the interior strikes a balance between modern technology, comfort, and the practical usability that Leaf buyers have always counted on. Performance is what makes this new Leaf feel different from its predecessors. Instead of being just a sensible commuter, it now delivers a more confident, refined drive. Power comes in two levels: 174 horsepower in base trims and 214 horsepower in the higher trims with the larger battery. Both setups drive the front wheels, and while Nissan isn't chasing sports car numbers, the instant torque from the electric motors makes the Leaf feel lively and quick in city driving. Accelerating from a stop is smooth and immediate, and merging onto highways is effortless. The suspension has been tuned for comfort, but with enough firmness to keep the car stable in corners. Steering feels natural, light in town but steady at higher speeds. Regenerative braking can be adjusted, letting you choose between light resistance or the full one-pedal driving experience that many EV drivers love. With the 75 kWh pack, the Leaf's range is one of its strongest selling points. Up to 303 miles means you can cover most daily and weekly needs without worrying about charging. And for road trips, the faster DC charging makes longer drives practical. Nissan has also added better battery cooling and thermal management, so performance remains consistent even after repeated fast charges or extended drives in hot weather. And for added versatility, some trims support vehicle-to-load capability, meaning you can plug devices into the Leaf and use it as a portable power station whether you're at a campsite, a work site, or even during a power outage. The real appeal of the 2026 Leaf comes from how it brings together value, range, and design. It's positioned as one of the most affordable EVs with more than 300 miles of range, while also stepping up in looks and interior quality to appeal to drivers who want something stylish and modern without moving into luxury pricing. The shift from hatchback to crossover styling makes it more attractive to a broader market, while features like the panoramic roof, advanced safety, and premium audio give it a taste of luxury at a mainstream price. It's no longer just an economical choice here, it's a smart, desirable one. And then there's the price. The 2026 Leaf S Plus with the larger battery starts at about $31,485. The SV Plus comes in at roughly $35,725. While the fully loaded Platinum Plus begins at $40,485. A base S trimmed with a smaller battery is expected below that, at an even more affordable price point, making the Leaf accessible to more buyers. For what you're getting: a modern EV with strong range, advanced features, and crossover practicality. That's a strong value in today's market. So, is the 2026 Nissan Leaf the right EV for you? If you're looking for a car that delivers modern styling, usable tech, impressive range, and doesn't break the bank, this may be one of the smartest buys of the year. It's not trying to outgun Tesla or luxury EVs, it's carving its own space as the reliable, approachable, and now much more stylish choice for everyday drivers. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you pick the new Leaf over another EV crossover? Don't forget to like and subscribe, because there's always another ride on our radar.